Hello, welcome to Coffee Talk. My name is Mike and I'm back. Can you hear me? I'm going to turn down the music on my end here, but I have cats. Welcome to Coffee Talk. I'm drinking my second cup of coffee today. It's getting spilled everywhere. And I am catching up on our Leo Ball prizes. I've been giving away Leo prizes for people who watch the show live, who leave comments both on the Hive Coffee post as well as on the Leo Ball. So sometimes, well, every week I will post a new Leo Ball and you can vote on that and you can leave a comment, and then when I go live here on Coffee Talk, you can leave a comment here as well and you'll get 2 entries. So we have Off-Grid Life, No Advice, Jillian Pierce, Unorg Militia, and Robbie. Now Jillian, Unorg, Robbie, and well, we have a few contestants here. So I'm going to spin the prize wheel and we're going to see who wins. Are you ready for this? Let me just move the Leo ball over. Alright, so this is the prize wheel for Leo ball number 6. Are you ready? Let's see if anybody's watching live. I'm going to wait. Can you feel the suspense? Alright. How are you doing today? What's the best post that you've read on Hive today? Leave that in the comments and I'll read a snippet from that. If you would like me to read something on the show, please leave your latest story in the comments. Tell me what it's all about, and I would love to feature it on the show for you. Likewise, I want to put some focus on proposals that need to be funded. Now, you also are able to vote for witnesses, and I'd like to talk about the witnesses and talk about the things that you can do on Hive, both in the main chain, but also in the various communities that are popping up. I've been looking at a few different communities and I've been posting in a few, but this is a show based on Leo Finance where I'm reaching out to talk to other Hivers just like you about what's awesome and what's exciting. And if Leo Finance is a front end that you use, if you enjoy reading quality content that's been curated and can be found on the main page at leofinance.io, or if you love to create that content, and if you have any projects that you'd like to discuss, this is the show for that. This is a conversation between you and me, and I'm looking forward to reading your comments, and if I like them, I'm going to give them an upvote as well. So, are you ready? Are you ready for this prize wheel? I think what I suppose I should do, since this is live, is I should tag everyone who has been entered to win. So let me just edit this list here. And I'll pop on over to the Hive Coffee page. And I'll give you a few minutes to get in here. I'd love to spin the wheel live for you. Because there's nothing quite like winning in the moment. Alright, so the Coffee Talk prize wheel has been posted. Let's make sure we tag our contestants here and give them a few minutes to see if they have won. Alright. So I have just commented on the Hive Coffee Live post. This is where you can find me on leofinance.io. and I have tagged our contestants here. So let me just wait a few minutes and then we'll come back. Hello, it looks like we have a viewer. Please leave a comment below. I'm looking forward to joining you in the Discord chat. I'm going to jump over to the market page for 1 second. We're going to look at the price of Bitcoin, which is trading at around $50,602 right now. Hey there, so my mic's on again. So I'm giving away Leo Ball number 6 today, and you can still enter this week's Leo Ball just by clicking on this right here and voting on Leo Ball number 12. Make sure that you leave a comment, Leo Ball, just like Robbie did here. He's entered for this one as well. Are you ready for it? Are you excited? I'm just waiting for some feedback here. Okay, let's do this. And the winner is... No advice. Congratulations. You won Leo Ball number 6. You'll be receiving some Leo payout in your wallet shortly. And congratulations. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating and leaving a comment. And I look forward to all your comments. If you'd like to post an article you've posted recently and you want me to read it on the show, drop that in the comments as well. If you'd like to join me in the Discord, there's a link. And we can chat on the show about anything related to Hive that you want. Or if you just want to talk about coffee, it's up to you. But make yourself a fresh pot of coffee, and thanks for being part of Coffee Talk. I'm not done, but I have to do a few things here while I set up the next one, because we're going to jump right into another draw in a few minutes. And if you see me pulling this out, it's because my cat pulls down my green screen, and that ruins the suspension of disbelief. All right, no advice. Congratulations. So, you know, one of the things that I realized a long time ago was that unless you're filming, you miss out on all the little things. And so, you know, I'm going to start live streaming more. I moved my desk over so that I feel like I have a little bit better workspace here. But by creating more content, it will be more minutes for people to view, and that's what counts now towards, you know, your YouTube channel is minutes watched. And I don't want to just have like empty minutes, but I want to be able to like work on stuff and stream, and I'll be able to go back and cut things together, edit it, and then upload the best of the best, I suppose. But the thing is, if you don't stream, and if you don't ever do that, if you don't ever hit record on your camera, then you don't end up having anything to look back and edit on. And I used to film a lot of concerts. You know, music is very much in the moment, and we can watch videos on YouTube of concerts and things, but going out and going to events is a whole different experience. And if you really want to appreciate the catharsis or the experience, you want to be there. And if you've ever seen one of your favorite bands live, it gives you so much more of an appreciation for their talent, for the music. And when you listen to the recordings again, or even when you watch a video somebody took of a show, having been there, it transforms your whole experience of it. So it's like, unless you actually, you know, you can watch somebody on a roller coaster, but unless you get in the roller coaster and you strap yourself in, you don't really know what it's like. But once you've done it, then you can watch another roller coaster video, and you can imagine, because you've been in that similar experience. So I am just about to transfer those Leo rewards. Just give me one moment here while I do this properly. All right. That should be arriving any moment. Listen, you can't do that because you spilled my coffee. Come on, get down. My cat Lucy likes to play fetch with bottle caps or milk caps or whatever she can get her teeth on. Sometimes when I throw it, she hits it. So she's an acrobatic cat. But if she jumps off of my desk, she always knocks things off. All right, so Leo Ball 6 is done. Leo Ball 7 is next. Okay. Click that. Open this up. I'm just going to double check the... Come on. Not on my desk. Down, down, down. Seven. Leo Ball number 7, March 17th. And I'm still live streaming here. I hope you can see me. I'm just setting up the next prize wheel because I'm going to do another prize draw here. I got to catch up. Leo Ball number 12 is still active. You can vote on that, but I'm going to draw at least one more today. Hopefully I get some live viewers, and I'd love for somebody to jump into the Hive Coffee Discord. Right. I'm so glad that we have some repeat contestants. Jillian Pierce. Robbie. And Leo Ball number 7. Oh, it's 50-50 this time. They each have 2 entries because you have to follow the rules. Okay, this is how it works. You have to watch the Hive Coffee live stream. You have to comment Leo Ball on that post. You have to vote. So please give your upvotes for both of these posts. Comment Leo Ball on the Leo Ball post. And you're going to get 2 entries on these, which will give you better odds when I do the prize. So here we are. We have the next prize wheel set up. Just changing windows. There we go. It's neck and neck. Jillian Pierce and Robbie preparing to duke it out. Just checking to see if we have any live viewers right now. Well, just a moment. Alright, so the Leo Ball prize for Leo Ball number 7, I'm about to draw. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? The suspense is killing me too. Lucy, please stop. All right, here we go. And the winner is Jillian Pierce. Congratulations. You are the winner of Leo Ball number 7, and I thank you for your participation in this live show. Please leave one of your recent posts in the comments, and I would love to read it on a future episode of Coffee Talk. Or if you'd like to join me in the Discord, we can just sip on coffee and talk about the weather. Or maybe what you think about the financial markets this week. Or anything that you like. You know, this show is really about just discovering what is out there and what would happen if I reached out to try to have a conversation. And I've had a few great conversations. I have previous guests who are also interested in coming back and having another conversation, and I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll get some new information that will allow me to explore some of these platforms even more. One of them that's really interesting to me, and I'm kind of referring to here, is Deluxe.io. Deluxe is virtual reality for the Hive chain, and it's really cool. I mean, right now you can upload a 360 and share that on Hive, right from Deluxe.io. They also have a decentralized exchange on there for Deluxe tokens, and if you haven't checked it out, pop in there. You know, you can click around and you can see some of the other examples of virtual spaces that people have already uploaded, and there's still more to come. I've uploaded one or two of those. But Jillian Pierce, congratulations. You are the winner of prize ball number 7. So those rewards are going to get sent to you shortly. Just going to move the Leo ball right down to the corner again. And I have the Cub statistics on the screen here. You can see the Cub chart in the background there. It looks like it's about $2.93 US. So it's recovered a little bit after dropping yesterday just under $3. Jillian Pierce, congratulations. Thank you for playing the game. I really appreciate that you're participating and that you've entered a few of these. And if you haven't entered any of them yet, please do participate. This is a game, and I'm going to give away half of the Leo author rewards to everyone who participates. Well, to everyone who wins, and then everyone who participates is going to share the curation reward. So even if you don't comment Leo Ball, you can still share the other half, which is the curation rewards. And if you have Leo Power staked, then you'll be able to earn some of the Leo curation rewards as well. It's really cool what's unfolding here on Hive with our second layer. Alright, Jillian Pierce, you are the winner. And I'm about to send you your prize. You won Leo Ball number 7. Congratulations. And that transaction is on its way right now. Approve. All right, we did it. 2 prize wheels down. Those ones have been sent. I have 4 more to go. Should we do another one today? I think we should. Leo Ball number 8 is up. Leo Ball number 8, and Coffee Talk on March 28th. So this was the episode with Nathan Mars, and I'll actually play this now just for a few minutes while I prepare the next one. So I'll just do this. Mike and I'll be your host. This is a show exclusively posted to leofinance.io, so make sure you sign in and leave a comment today. Don't forget to vote on the Leo Ball post, which was posted just before we went live today. If you vote on that, you're going to share the curation rewards, but you could also win a chance to earn half of the author rewards in Leo paid out next week. So watch for that when I spin the prize wheel. Today I have an exciting show lined up for you here today. We have Nathan Mars joining us. He is very active on Twitter. He has been promoting Hive, and he has lots of great things to say. Hey, can you hear me, Nathan?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mike.
How's it going today?
Yeah, I'm doing really well. Thanks for this opportunity, and thanks for connecting with me. And I'm looking forward to talk.
Of course, I love talking to other Hivers about the things that are exciting to you, the things that you love to read and post, and what it is that you're doing to move this chain forward. So the first thing I want to ask you is, how did you get into crypto?
Okay, so 2014, I had a brief introduction to Bitcoin through my Airbnb guest. That time, I was quite happy with what I was doing with my life, so I never went further with crypto. So 2017, I was traveling around the world, and I had lots of money that I looking to invest. So I'm looking for investment opportunity. Then I come across Bitcoin or crypto for the second time in my life, and I had time freedom and the financial freedom, so I kind of went all in. So 2017, I got into crypto, and towards halfway through the year, I'm all in crypto.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what was it that really interested you when you first looked at it? You maybe didn't pay attention to it too much. You were focused on what you were doing, but when you did take a look at it the second time, what was it for you that really made it stand out?
Obviously, I had this money in my bank account, so that wasn't paying any interest or anything. So I wanted to do something with it. So I was looking for that to investment asset. But what got me really hooked up with Bitcoin and crypto is I remember first 30 days before I got into crypto or investing a little in crypto, I was watching YouTube videos. One of the video I watched from Roger Ver of Bitcoin Cash, or they used to call him Bitcoin Jesus. So he said something like along the line of, if it's Bitcoin can stop all the war is happening around the world, the Iraqi children and all these things. That kind of resonated with me on a deepest level. I thought this is something very powerful, and I don't want anybody to die, and this at least make a war-free world and non-violent world, and I want to do much as possible. So that's kind of the alignment that made me kind of commit to crypto and go all in.
Absolutely. I think that the potential for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to dismantle the power systems that use violence and oppression to control people through fear and poverty. Bitcoin is transformative, and a lot of people still are very skeptical, and rightly so, because they're afraid of the potential misuse of digital currencies. But the thing is that most of the fiat digital currency is already doing that. If you're worried about the government shutting off your bank account suddenly, that's what's happening today. That's what Bitcoin solves. The decentralization of money will take power away from dictators and tyrants and people who, so basically help prop up this system that
definitely,
absolutely.
you need to, when you have some meaningful something that you do, you become very relentless because there's some purpose or some kind of passion behind it, and that's I'm one of the passionate person in crypto. Even though during the time of bull market of 2017, I got a bit greedy because I'm still a human, but human. The greed, I let the greed get to me, but fundamentally, I was able to remind myself, okay, what is the number one reason I got into crypto is kind of make some impact other people's lives. So that's why one of the reasons I went to all in Steam as well.
Well, I can hear the passion in your voice, and if we just so I'm just going to pause this, and we're going to go back to. I just want to talk about the prize wheel because I am ready to spin the next one. We have our contestants, and I'm looking forward to giving away Leo Ball prize number 8. Hello. I'm just doing something right now. Come on. All right, we need some music. What do we got? All right, so we have Ever Noticed That, Robbie, No Advice, and Ever Notice has a second entry, and so does Robbie. Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. And the winner is... Ever Noticed That? You are the winner of Leo Ball number 8. Congratulations, your Leo prize will be on its way shortly here. Thanks for commenting, thanks for participating, and please leave a link to one of your recent stories that you'd like me to read on the show in the comments, and I will definitely do that for you. Alright, so I think that's all I'm going to do for this particular episode. I don't like to stream for too long because I want to keep these episodes short and sweet, but when we get together and we have a chat in the Discord, sometimes those episodes will run a little bit longer, and I'm looking forward to having a great conversation with Disregard Fiat again, and we're going to chat about Deluxe.io. We're also going to chat about Leo Finance, about Proof of Brain, as well as some other interesting projects. Something brand new that I could mention is the new pizza token. All you have to do is buy 20 pizza tokens and have them in your wallet, and you'll be able to call for the pizza bot to come deliver a pizza to your friend. So that's something interesting as well. If you haven't been looking at Cub DeFi, check it out. We have $17 million in total locked value across all of our farms and pools, and we are here for the long term. We're not just getting in and getting out. This is something where we're building value for the future, and we're helping to launch some very, very interesting tools, such as the bridge that allows you to move assets from the Ethereum chain onto the Hive chain, and then from Hive onto the Binance chain. And being able to move tokens between chains is actually kind of a big deal. It's something that, well, lots of different developers have been working on for a long time. Shapeshift is one of those projects, and they are moving more towards the decentralized exchange model as well. They have, I believe it's called Thorchain, and Thorchain will be, or does, swap assets in a very interesting way. So I'm not going to get too much into those projects right now because I'm talking about Cub DeFi. So Cub DeFi, you can go read the documents, you can learn how to do all the setup properly. Don't rush it, take your time, walk through it, learn how to import, well, how to put the MetaMask onto the Binance Smart Chain. Most people probably use it on the Ethereum chain, so you just follow those instructions to set up the Binance Smart Chain, and then add your tokens that you want to use. So you'll want to find the smart contract addresses for those tokens. And once you have everything set up properly, if you want to, you can pool some tokens. You can put them in one of the farms. You can also put Cub tokens in the Cub Den. And it's a really interesting sort of experiment, but you want to do all your research and understand what it is that you're doing. I stayed away from DeFi for a long time because I was super skeptical. But I've been learning, and recently I've been kind of impressed. You know, I looked at a couple other projects that are not nearly so good, and with all the Dogecoin stuff these days, everyone's talking about like Moon this and Mars that and Lunar Highway thing, and who knows, like these have quadrillions of tokens. It really puts central bank money printing to shame when you have these token projects with a quadrillion tokens. Like the utility of it, sure, there's a lot of tokens, but you could have like 500,000, and what are they worth? Nothing, really. And it's risky, you know. You want to fully understand the projects that you're playing with. And that's why I like Hive so much. You know, Hive is something that I understand. It's something that I use. It's something you can do a lot of things with. You can earn it. You don't have to buy it, but you can buy it, and that supports people who have it. And when you have it, you can do things with it. You can exchange it for Hive dollars. You could trade it for Hive Swap, which is when you put it inside the Hive engine. Once you have Hive Swap, you can buy any of the other tokens you want. And some of them are more interesting than others, but I think they're all fascinating. And I would love to talk to people who have some of these projects, or if they're part of a group that's working on a project. You know, you don't have to speak for the whole thing, but you can just share your point of view. And I'd be very interested to have that conversation with anybody here on Hive. Whether you are a Leo Finance poster, or maybe you're a natural medicine poster and you like posting your yoga videos on Hive, well, you can do that in the natural medicine community. And I'm going to start making some specific content for specific communities. I'm challenging myself to create content in more categories than I've used previously. And one of the things I hear all the time from people who are looking at Hive is, well, I'm not interested in Bitcoin, so why would I use it? So that's a fair thing. And there are some communities that focus on other things, like the sports community, for example. People who are really into sports, well, they can post on here. They don't have to talk about Bitcoin. They could just talk about the sports teams, right? So where do you post content on Hive? Well, it's gotten more interesting because now we don't just have tags and, you know, trending categories. We also have communities, and we need all hands on deck for this, really. Like, everyone can write one post a week in a one community, or we could write 3 posts in 3 communities. But I don't think you can post something in every single community. I don't think that's really, it's not a good use of your time. And so what I've, like a month ago, I was like, well, what's coming up? But then as you dive into it, first off, you have a normal life. So you have other things you got to do in a day. You know, I'm drinking my coffee and doing this. So I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone. But I threw it all on a calendar, and it made it look like, well, all of this stuff is going to like be posted instantaneously, but it takes time. And I'm not interested in just like making, weak efforts in various communities. I want to make sure that I'm putting my best proof of brain into my proof of brain posts. And even if I'm posting in natural medicine, I want to make sure that I'm still using my proof of brain to create some great content that, like, let's just say your Aunt Wanda comes over and you're like, hey, check out Hive, but you know that Aunt Wanda is not interested in Bitcoin. But your Aunt Wanda is super interested in flowers, and she loves flowers, everything about the seeds and the varieties, and she goes to the summer club or something like that. Anyhow, show her naturalmedicine.io. Take her to the the gardening categories, or I should pull up some actual examples here, because there's a whole bunch of categories that are still empty on a lot of these communities, and it's important for us to support one another, so to participate in multiple communities, but don't just like use every tag for every community in your one post. Like, make stuff for spirituality. Make like 6 posts about spirituality, make it in a series, put links, put them all together, write it out before you even come over to Hive. Like, write it in your word editor and write your articles. Think about what ideas you're trying to convey in each article, and think about it like the average person just Googling what they're interested in is going to find your post, and it should be exhaustive. Start off with like your fun catch, whatever gets people interested, but then make sure that you develop the content of your post. And I'm going to do this. I'm not just preaching what other people should do. I'm going to lead by example here. So as I'm now posting my YouTube stream exclusively to Leo Finance, and I'm going to make a new brain game for the Proof of Brain community as well. And I'm going to continue to read my content, but also I would like to feature your content as well. So if you have an article that you've written and published on natural medicine, please share it with me in the comments. We can look at all posts, and this is what I'm talking about. We have categories that are being developed here, and if sustainability is what you are all about, come in here and write about it. Share your expertise with the world, and you can even earn some Lotus tokens for doing so. There's lots of great content to read, but we also need new content that is going to attract other people who are interested in these things to post on this platform. We want people to come to Hive because we want to see mass adoption, but what's going to set us apart is the quality of the content we create. And so you can check out the homesteading category if that's what you're interested in. You could look at yoga. A lot of people I know are into yoga. A lot of people are doing yoga classes, or they're sharing different techniques, or mindfulness. You want to teach, or maybe you do teach Tai Chi. It doesn't look like we have any Tai Chi posts in here. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. We need your help. We need your proof of brain to work on Tai Chi. And I would like to learn. And this is just one of the handful of communities that we now have. You can also find them on Peak D, but several of these communities have their own front end already developed. Click, track, profit. A lot of people are affiliate marketers. They're working from home. You can use the CTP, click, track, profit front end. Well, there's the community front end here, but I think they also have another one that I have seen before. Hive List was also featured. One of the first people I talked to on Hive Coffee, or what has now become CoffeeTalk, was Hive List, and this is where you can post classifieds. It's not really meant for general categories, just to add to your post. This is when you're selling things. If you want to sell things, now what categories? Well, these are the categories on the left-hand side. We have Hive List, classifieds, Hive Commerce, for sale, services, contests, gigs. And gigs has been around for a while. Gigs is where you're like posting what you do, and then, let's say you do Photoshop, right? So you post a gig that you'll do Photoshop for like one Hive, right? So somebody makes a request, they pay you a Hive, and then you make something with your service in return. So that's kind of what gigs is all about. I'm sure there's a lot more to it, but I'm not getting into it too much right now. Jobs, NFTs, art. So if you have NFTs you want to put up for sale, you could use the NFT and Hive List tags. Graphics, there we go. This is exactly what I was talking about, and there are no posts for this yet. So I'm going to do this. I'll make a post on Hive List under graphics because I like to Photoshop some pictures together for my posts. I make all the graphics that you see here. I use various tools to do it, but this background image, the 3D thing up there, the Hive Coffee logo right there, the Leo ball. I made that graphic out of the Leo. I made my own gradients, and then I made it into that 3D ball thing, GIF. So if you want a graphic, or if you have an idea for something and you just don't know how to do it, you can leave me a comment, you can message me, you could offer a Hive or half a Hive or 5 Hive, whatever you like. I appreciate any of that. So pick a category. This is what I'm saying here, okay? If everybody makes 3 posts in 3 different communities, under 3 different categories, then we're going to start filling out Hive with great content that new users who are searching Google will find and read, and they might not discover Hive through the base layer. They might not even know about PeakD or Hive because they're going to be coming at this platform from Hive List or Natural Medicine or Music for Life or maybe Cine TV. They're going to be looking at Splinterlands. That's something I should do. Since I'm live, I might as well play a game of Splinterlands. You can get yourself a booster pack for 2,000 Dark Energy Crystals. You can also earn Dark Energy Crystals for playing games and winning. But if you don't play, you can never win. And there are quests that you can complete. If you win 5 battles in that quest before the end of the season, you're going to earn some rewards. You might even rank up if you get a lot of points. The more games you play, the more your power level here rises. So I'll do this right now. The new quest is Defend the Borders. Chaos seems to be erupting all across the Splinterlands, and yet Chimera is stable. Don't let wretches from other splinters ruin the sacred and protected homeland. Form a patrol and keep undesirables out of our home. Win 5 ranked battles with the Life Splinter. Alright, sounds like things are bad with the Life Splinter. Life ain't good with them right now. Well, as the mana clouds clear and the cheering subsides, you await the selection of an opposing battle mage, against whom your skills and cards will be tested in the great arena. Are you up to the challenge? Splinter Bites. Pro tip: placement of your team is more important than the levels of your cards. Interesting. See, it's a lot of strategy in figuring out which cards should you use against which enemies. So it looks like I'm going up against somebody who's been playing with the Death Splinter, and I'm going to play with the Life Splinter. So hopefully, light defeats darkness. So what can I do? I've got 19 mana left. So maybe I'll put the Peaceful Giant, Air Elemental, Prismatic Energy. Let's see, let's see. Haunted Spirit, Skeleton Assassin, Animated Corpse. Let's rumble. Do it. Come on, Prismatic Energy, you got this. Yes, yes. I started off strong, but can't stealing anybody. This did not go as well as I expected. Well played, Paisy15. Well played. Let's try this again. Ever notice that? Congratulations, you won. Is this... No, not the same guy. Make team. Alright. Life. I'm going to use Mother Kala because she heals, I believe. I'll try the Sandworm. Prismatic. Let's do this. Ever notice that? Congratulations, you won. I'm sending you the prize now. Let's rumble. Congratulations, Furby. Well played, well played. I'm gonna win eventually. I mean, that's the thing, is if you don't play, you can't win. So, I'm still at it, going at it. Just waiting for it to match up. Life Splinter. We'll try the Crystal Werewolf and Feral Spirit, perhaps. Try to load up on some Silver Shield Warrior. Okay, let's give this a shot. There. It's a little bit better. I have light coming in from my window here. Alright, I'm just waiting to get matched up. I'm going to win one of these rounds. I don't have the greatest cards. I'm just a simple Splinterlands meme farmer. I have a booster pack that I bought in the beginning, and I enjoy playing. I earn some potions and some cards occasionally from completing challenges, and I enjoy it. I think it's kind of fun. If you don't know about ActiFit, you should definitely check it out. And I just learned recently that you can earn daily yields from delegating to ActiFit. So it shows everyone who's delegating, and I have the app on my phone. So I need to go exercise a little bit today. But you can earn, it looks like currently it says 13% yearly by staking. So that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'm waiting to get matched up, and if it doesn't happen, then I might have to try again. As I've said before, one of the most important things is curating. And so I'm always looking at the new content, reading interesting posts from interesting users, and as long as you're okay with it, I'll read some of these posts on the show, but I don't want to do it unless the user wants me to. So I might just read in my head when I'm scrolling and looking at things, but like I say, if you leave me a comment and you say, read this, I will definitely do it on the show, and you can pop into the Discord chat and join me, and we can talk about whatever you like. Oh wow, this is an ActiFit. Today I was fully engaged in my farm activities. Clashes between livestock farmers in Nigeria with crop farmers is a problem, it looks like. But look at this, 12,589 steps. 12,000. Daily activities, gardening, house chores, walking. That's pretty impressive. Max devalue. $7,000 steps while he was working on these solar panels. Thanks for hanging out with me here on Coffee Talk. Max devalue has been around since 2017. That's excellent. I'm definitely going to be following you, and I should try to keep up with you and your steps. I have ActiFit, but I haven't really been running lately. I did go for a longboard ride a few days last week. It kind of snowed The sun's out, but it's only about 0 degrees. On Sunday, though, it's going to be nice. And I'm going to bring my camera with me. I'm going to go longboard. I'll probably go down to Bower Ponds and get you some shots by the river. I'll upload all of that and stream it on CoffeeTalk at some point that day. Well, this is a PrizeWheel show, and I gave away all the prizes that I planned on doing today, so I suppose that's all I need to do. I'm going to continue curating here on Hive and on Leo Finance. Make sure that you check out the front page of Leo Finance and read the most the most valuable posts right now, this week. They all land on the front page. And if you make a great post and it gets recognized, it will probably end up on here as well. I've seen it happen for friends, and I think even my post has made it on here once or twice, maybe once. And I love it because it's like a newspaper. You know, you get to open it up, and in a few minutes you can read a couple stories, and it's all great content. It's already been curated. Lots of users have already said this is great content. You know, 275 users on this one, 395 users on this one. And don't just vote for the stuff that's already earned the most. Make sure that you come in here and do the hard work of curating or voting for the best content that you can find that might still be underappreciated. Maybe it hasn't really been read. Nathan Mars just made a new post. He won't mind if I read this. Nathan Mars says, I have no agenda here. He says his own definition of hive shelling is promoting decentralization, freedom of speech, and empowering creators. Absolutely. Make sure that you give people feedback, leave them good comments. You know, it actually means something on this platform, and I've been so disappointed with regular social media recently. Almost all the features that I use, including, this is the big one, okay? GIF reactions. Facebook won't let me send GIF reactions right now. Nope. I am so bad that I shared the construction details of a cantilever slab and a link to that construction post. Nope, Facebook does not want me sharing links. I feel like I'm totally restricted. I can't live stream, I can't do any of those things that I enjoy. I can't even post in communities that aren't mine right now. I can't even post links in my own communities right now. It is ridiculous. So instead of focusing on that, I'm focusing on my YouTube channel, and I'm also focusing on this incredible cryptocurrency blockchain project we call Hive. The Hive chain has a second layer called Hive Engine that supports communities, and you can bring your community to Hive. It only costs 3 Hive to make a new community. You're doing good work, Nathan. Keep it up. I mean, when I open up Twitter, you're like the guy that I follow most, so your posts are always right there, and I love seeing that you're promoting Hive. You know, I try to sign up somebody new every week. Sometimes I get more than one, sometimes I don't get any, but every week I try to introduce people to it. I offer it as a solution to maybe they're being censored on Facebook, or maybe they're looking for other platforms. Well, I recommend it. I usually use the Ecency link just because when people click on it, It's a nice, smooth, crisp front end. It looks kind of like Facebook in a way. It shows the dollar values on posts from the Hive base layer. And if they sign up, they have a pretty quick sign up list. So then they can get their password emailed to them. And once they've done that, I'll help them get started. I'll show them the ins and outs. I'll help them sign into PeakD, back up their password. And sometimes they have issues signing up. And so I'll just create the account for them. That's the thing, is like, help your friends get their accounts. Don't just like, hey, everybody, I hope you join. Well, somebody might, but probably not. But if somebody's interested, at least help walk them through those steps to getting their account. Help them make their first post at least. Reblog their first post so that they can get some Hive power coming in. And first and foremost, show them how to power up some Hive. Explain to them how it increases the amount of actions you can that you can conduct on the blockchain. The more Hive power you have in your account, the more comments you can leave for people. You need to have at least 10 Hive in your account. Less than 10, you can get away with it for a while, but you want to get your account up to at least 101 Hive staked. Now, you might be more interested in acquiring some of these second layer tokens now, something like Proof of Brain or Leo or Vibes or any of these other tokens, but you still have to make sure that you have enough Hive power in your account. Otherwise, you won't be able to do very many things on the chain. And you're also going to want to have more Hive staked so that you can earn more. The more Hive power you have, the more your vote is worth. And it's not money that comes out of your account. It's money that comes from the reward pool on Hive. And so we're all participating in this experiment in true democracy where collectively the community decides where the new currency is issued. And just by participating, you get to express yourself, and your free speech is tokenized, and that's essentially what Hive is. Now, Hive is not really, it is a token, but Hive power represents vesting shares. And so the more you have vested in your account, the more valuable it is on the platform, and the more you're going to get out of it. If you can also, you kind of express your feelings, well, maybe not your feelings, but when you're powering up, you're vesting in the platform. When you're powering down, you're uninvesting, I guess. A sign that somebody's here to stay for the long term, and that a sign of somebody who's giving back to the community is that they're powering up, that they're not cashing out. But if people want to sell their Hive, go for it, because really it's your vesting shares that you're selling. And the more vesting shares you have, well, why don't you find out? I'm very happy with my Hive account. It's only really a year old on this chain, but I signed up for this new kind of platform back in 2016. And I recognized immediately that this was something really important. I liken it all the time, and I keep saying this over and over again because this is the message that I want to get out there, is that this is Web 3.0. This is a data layer that we can use to map a whole new World Wide Web. But this time, we don't have to deal with web hosting servers. We don't have to have our domain names necessarily. You can, but I'll tell you what I've done is my domain name redirects you right to the community on PeakD. And that's what everyone can do now. You can build your web page on Hive, and you don't have to worry about it going down one day. It's permanent. You control the keys, and if you want to change something, you can hit edit, and you can change it. But why wouldn't you want to? Because now you don't have to attract users to your website. Build your website on this chain, and the user base is already here. So if you have something of value to bring to the world, post on Hive. sort of the conversation I'm trying to have here on Coffee Talk. But I'm talking to myself, I'm speaking to my monitors, and I'm drinking my coffee. Perhaps the next live stream I'm going to have a guest or two. Maybe I'll have a few people and we'll have a roundtable discussion. If you could discuss any 3 topics on Hive Coffee, what would you discuss? What topics do you have? I mean, I'm just going to throw out 3 topics. We could talk about Bitcoin. We could talk about Litecoin. And we could talk about library tokens. There you go. So there's 3 random topics. If you want to, leave me some comments, enter the Leo Ball, tell me about your day, whatever you'd like to do. This is a live show, live streaming on Leo Finance, just to try to reach out, start a conversation. And I'm giving away some Hive and Leo prizes, so stay tuned for more of that. Bitcoin is still trading around $50,600. It seems that is where it's stuck at the moment. Leo is trading at 1.33972 Hive, or that's about 59 cents US. Top Hive Engine tokens right now are Leo, Swap.eth, Dark Energy Crystals, Tracked, Swap.bitcoin, Beta, Sim, Totem L, Swap.litecoin, and Ants. Yes! Oh, no, not yes. I'm losing! No! I need some more life splinter cards. Let's see what there is. Chances the Great. Well, that's a card that's worth a lot. Wow, that's a good card. Maybe next time. choose to choose. Alright, Luminous Eagle. And I'll pick a couple of these. Alright, let's see how this does. I wait on the battlefield for my enemy to arrive. Come on, come on. Aye, you can run. And years later, you may live, but dying on your bed. Would you give every day from then to then, from here to then? To stand and say, you may take my life, but you may not take my freedom. I'm just paraphrasing. Come on. The air is heavy with anticipation of imminent battle. This show is not meant to be too serious. I would like to talk about serious subjects at times, but for the most part, I'm just hanging out here and I'm waiting for somebody to leave me a comment or join me in the Discord chat, but I'm probably going to end the live stream in a few minutes here because I don't like to let it go on for too long. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Watch for more Hive Coffee. And they surrendered, so I won. But you can see my energy went up a little bit, and I have now 1 of 5 wins. Well, I still have a little bit of time, so I'm going to do this later. Thank you very much for joining me today on Hive Coffee. Congratulations to our winners. Thank you for participating and leaving me comments on the live streams. Bitcoin is still stuck around 50,666. Will it go higher or lower? Maybe I'll make another poll on Dpoll.